Welcome, everybody. We are back. We're doing the AITA today. What are we talking about? And let's get straight into it. I picked up, actually, let me just say, I picked up one, two, three, four, five, picked up a couple of them. I just go on the Reddit and click a bunch of them to do. And so, yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's not BS. Let's go. All right, first one. Am I the asshole for dressing up too much at my kid's school? I'm 42. I'm told by my husband who's 51. I don't know why they always give ages. It's just weird. I shouldn't dress up to go to our child's elementary school. Alright, off tops, you sound like an asshole here because why are you dressing up at a kid's school? It's so, like, I don't understand teachers who dress up at all. Just wear the shittiest clothes that you got. You're going to school. You can get thrown up on. You can get like especially at a like an elementary school and you know what I hate the most? Teachers who dress up like for like high schoolers and they act all, and then they're flirting with all the and it's just like what the fuck is going on here? And this is like prominent in female teachers because male teachers they don't do it out like in the open. They act like a predator behind scenes, but the female teachers be going crazy. I swear I see it too much. And TikTok teachers will wear the most obscene outfits and be like, going to school. What the fuck are you doing? Alright, let me continue. I love fashion and I do tend to dress up. I don't like wearing jeans. I don't like the feel and it's hot where I live. So I wear a lot of skirts, usually T-length or the knee and trouser type pants. I love finding interesting prints and cuts. I usually wear heels, only wear active wear to the gym. I spend a lot of hours cultivating my work, volunteer at my daughter's school often, am on the PTO board, and do pick up and drop off, so I'm there a lot. Teachers know me pretty well. I'm also one of the older moms at elementary. My husband is the oldest dad. We were at an awards ceremony. I was wearing a printed jumpsuit with an, okay, we gotta look that up, because I don't know what the fuck that is. You wore this to a kid's. She's doing so fucking much. She loves doing too much. One of the teachers told me I always look like I just walked out of of Sex in the City. I took it as a compliment. It's an iconic show. That's not a fucking. She's calling you a whore. First of all, asshole alert. What the fuck? Ain't nobody ever coming up to me in a school talking about you look like you just walk off the set of Sex in the City. I'm knocking you the fuck out. How are you going to just let that happen? How's your husband going to just be like, what? Nah, your husband's a dickhead. Nobody's talking to my wife like that. What? No, I can talk to her like that because we love each other. A random fucker just calling my wife a whore? Oh, I'm knocking you out. I'm punching you in the throat. Holy shit. Alright, I took it as a compliment. You shouldn't have, you idiot. Since it's an iconic show. My husband said it wasn't, and she is saying I'm always overdressed. He also said the other parents don't appreciate me trying to show off since they mostly wear jeans or active wear. Husband is retired, rarely dresses up, which is fine with me, especially since he has to wear a suit every day for 30 years. It's all personal preference, I think. I just prefer different. He used to love my style, but seems over it since he retired. Should I be dressing up more like other parents? All right, for school, don't dress up. Everything else, dress up. School is different. Like you gotta understand, dressing up at school is just not the move. And there's a couple of reasons. First of all, the other parents acting like you show off on whatever, they're just jealous because they don't look like that. That's true. They're jealous because they don't dress up. That's true. But I don't think it's appropriate to dress up like going to an elementary school. I just don't think it is. I don't think it is at all. Not even a little bit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Who are you dressing up for? I'm dressing up for myself. I like fashion. It doesn't matter. Don't do it. It's just not like. It's just weird. I don't think that's like going to a school. Like, if me, I'm like in my 20s. I'm not going to no elementary school dressing up at all. At all. Fuck out of here. What I look like a pedo? Like I don't know. Like it's just weird for me. Like I don't like that. Nah, it's just weird. But you're not the asshole. You're not the asshole for dressing up too much, cause that's what you like to do. That teacher's a fucking asshole for just insulting you and like just walking away. Like what the? I'm still mad. One of the teachers told me I always look. I just walked out of Sex and the City. I swear to God, if you tell my wife something like this, I'm gonna stand up and punch you in the throat. Like, and the husband just being like, "Yeah, you're always overdressing, so I get what he's come." No, no. First of all, I'll talk to you about that at home, and I'll be like, "Yeah, you're a little bit overdressing, But I'm gonna go up to that motherfucker and be like, hey, don't ever say some shit like that to my wife again. No way. No way somebody's calling my wife a whore in front of her face and I'm gonna agree with it. I took it as a compliment. Yeah, right. You're not the asshole for dressing up. I just think you're wrong. You're wrong for dressing up. You're not an asshole. Your husband's a little bit of an asshole because he just like, oh, the other parents don't appreciate it. Uh, you trying to show off. And yeah. But I don't know. Your husband's a little bit of a dickhead because he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna side with everybody except for my wife. But I digress. Am I the asshole for saying to my wife that I'm the one who gets to make decisions about my niece? Ooh, juicy. Why am I always getting a fucking a age? I don't need the age, but let me just go. My 43 male niece and 14 female is being raised by my wife, 40 female. And it's a long story having to do with my sister getting herself pregnant from a deadbeat and proving overall unfit to be a mother. Bottom line is, I see my niece as a daughter, and I love her just as my own biological children, who are 11 months old and 8 months old. I know my wife also loves her the same way. However, I'm legally my niece's sole guardian. Okay, off tops, I'm gonna say this. I think you're a little bit overreacting. And I think your wife can make decisions. And I know you're like, oh, but it's my niece. That's your wife, dude. That's basically, you're saying you treat her like her daughter, then she's also gonna treat her like her daughter. Like, that's basically y'all kid at this point. So I think she does have a say. Off tops. That's off tops what I'm thinking. Let's get into it. My niece has practiced gymnastics for the past 10 years. When she was about 7 or 8, one of the coaches at her gym took notice of her potential and suggested she could really make it as a professional athlete. I personally believe my wife and my niece slash daughter were taken by this promise of future glory. Can you imagine if she completes in the Olympics one day? I can't read. My Olympics one day, my wife said. I was always very cautious because I do realize the shots are slim. I also knew that it could cost us a lot of money going forward. But the coach believed so much in her that they managed to cover some of the cost of her training on the gym time. And when I say training, I mean training. Serious hard work. At 14 years old, or when she was 7 or 8, dude, why are you already like making her life for her at 7 or 8? Wait till she's like 12 or something. Uh, some serious hard work. I told them I was fine with the idea as she was happy and it didn't majorly impact her life. Last month she tore her ACL. Oh, that's a really bad. ACL is a bad. We have insurance so the medical costs were covered. However, she's going through a painful recovery, all while wondering when she'll be healthy enough to get back to the gym. But I told my wife I don't want her to do this anymore. Seeing her get hurt and in pain made me realize danger. Okay, hold on. All right, you're being a little too overprotective here. I said I couldn't make a decision without considering what my niece wants. That's facts. I said I can because I'm the adult here and she's still a child. Okay, Mr. Controlling, what the fuck? So my wife said there was still the matter of her disagreeing with my views. Oh my god. You know what I forgot? You know what I forgot? I forgot. I forgot to read these comments. Let's read these comments. A bunch of not the assholes. These guys are fucking weird. Alright, let's get back to it. So she tore her ACL, she got hurt, and now you're trying to force that she can't work, she can't be a gymnast anymore. So my wife said there was still the matter of her disagreeing with my view and that we were supposed to make this parenting decision together. I then said that's true regarding our boys, but when it comes to my niece, all I meant is that I'm the sole guardian. You're just a fucking asshole. I'm undermining her as a surrogate mother. Am I the asshole here? Yes, you're a fucking asshole. I still haven't talked to my niece about this. I shared with my wife that given the severity of her injury, I don't want her training anymore. It was between my wife and I. It didn't involve our girl so far. Our girl. You didn't say my niece. You said our girl, you idiot. That's your girl. You're treating her like her daughter, so your wife is gonna treat her like her daughter. You can't disregard your wife's feelings. And why do I always get these fucking like ages? I don't need the ages. All right, but all right. So you're 43. So to sum it all up, the guy has a niece who's 14 years old, and the wife is 40, and they have 2 kids who are under 1 year. 11 months and 8 months. How did that happen? How the fuck did that happen? One of them's 11 months old. Oh no, 11 years old. 11 male and then 8 male. 2 guys. Okay, okay. 11-year-old male and an 8-year-old male and then a 14-year-old niece. Okay, so for the past 10 years, she's been when she was about 7 or 8. So for when she was 4 till 14, she was doing gymnastics. She tore her ACL. Dad is like, I don't want to see her doing this. Like, I can't see her get hurt again. So I'm gonna pull her out because he's a pussy. Wife's like, you can't just do that without asking for her feelings. And he's like, fuck that. I'm her guardian. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And then wife's like, how are you gonna say that? Like, I'm raising her too. I'm not just some random motherfucker. And you're a giant asshole. What the fuck? How do you have the gall to post this and act like you're not an asshole? If I scroll down, alright, let me just say why he's an asshole first. You're an asshole for deciding your 14-year-old niece's life decisions. She's 14. She can choose whether or not she wants to continue playing after she tore her ACL. Because when you tear your ACL, like, look at the best of the best soccer players, basketball players, baseball, football, hockey, volleyball, all those guys. When they tear their ACL, it's such a hard thing to come back from. At 14, like, tearing your ACL is crazy. It's so crazy. And they always say once you tear it, like, you'll never ever be the same again. Neymar just tore his, I'm pretty sure, which is crazy. He's out for a whole year. So there's that. It's painful and all that, and I get you don't want to see your daughter, your niece, whatever like that, but you can't hide your kid away from the world and like shelter them so much. Like, you can't. Kids have to deal with things. They have to. So you can't just be like, okay, she's done. She's not doing that ever again. She broke her leg. She's not doing this anymore. I can't take it. If she does it, if she breaks her other leg, I can't like live with that. Oh, I'm gonna. No, you can't. You have to make it about her. If I have a kid and she's doing really well in a sport and she enjoys it, that she tears her ACL, I'm going to support her through the whole thing, and then I'm gonna ask her, do you want to continue? And I'm gonna give her everything. I'll be like, hey, it's so hard to come back from this. And when you come back, you're never going to be the same again. And it's going to be even harder than you already did. And then you're going to be you're going to have the mental, like, when you do tricks, you're going to be afraid of hurting yourself. So you have to get over that hurdle. Like, I'm going to let her like know, like, hey, this is a big thing to come about. So don't just think about it lightly. And when you do, I'm here to support you whatever decision you make. And if she doesn't want to do it, that's fine. If she does, that's fine. You go with the daughter's decision. She's 14. She's not 5 or 6. She's not 10. If she was 10, I understand. But 11, 12, 13, or 14, older than 10, she can make her own decision. And I know people are like, oh, whatever. But yeah, and your wife's not an asshole. Like, how are you treating her like she's some fucking random guy on the street? Alright. Yep, you're the asshole. Nice. Asshole. Nice. Asshole. Nice. Asshole. Okay, we have a consensus. Gigantic asshole. Holy fuck. Ah. Alright. Ah, damn. How long were we into this? Whatever. Let's continue. Would I be the asshole for asking my friend to return the expensive wedding gift I gave her after she and her fiance broke up? No, you're not. Get that money back. 3 weeks ago, my friend broke up with a fiance a month before their wedding. She found him fooling around with another girl. Crash, so tough. I feel bad. It's a huge mess. I feel awful. It's truly a devastating time for her. I've been supportive if possible. She's been one of my closest friends. You just have to. Oh, okay, I was about to say, if it's one of your closest friends for 15 years, you gotta let it go, but then I seen the price down below. I overread. Hold on, let me go back. She's been one of my closest friends for the past 15-ish years, and she's basically a sister to me because of this. When I found out they were engaged, I wanted to get her something truly special. She's been into interior designing, wanted an Ames lounge chair for a long time. Found one for $4,500, which is a good deal, so I got it for her. I'm fortunate to be able to afford this, but it's still quite a lot. She was ugly crying when I told her about it. She was extremely careful. However, now that the weddings, I'm not sure what to do. I can still use that money if I were to get it back. It's rude to ask her to return. Yes, it's not rude. It's not rude. Or at least pay me back for the chair. I feel like I would be an asshole for doing so, but for some friends, says she absolutely should at least return it so I can get my money back. She's going through a lot right now, so I don't want to press her too much. Honestly, if I never see the money again, that's fine. 45, no, 4,500, you're not fine. That's a lot of money. $45, I'm tripping, but I'm gonna be like, all right, whatever. $45, I'm be like, all right. $100, anything over 100, I'm asking for my return. How are you buying something for $4,500 for somebody? No, I'm not doing that. I will be happy to have if possible. Thanks for the replies. I realized I left it, which is the time frame return. So I'm asking. That's why I'm asking the question. I thought I'm about to share in mid-September, so that return is coming up in about a month. I don't think you're the asshole. No. How would you be an asshole to ask? You're not an asshole. Yeah, I think your feeling that you would be is exactly correct. I think nah. I don't think you're not gonna be. Let me just say straight up. I'm your friend for 15 years. I just bought something very expensive for you for your wedding. For your wedding. You're not getting married anymore. So as your friend, you know what you should do? You should return it. This is clear cut and dry. Like, return it as my friend. And if you don't return it without me asking, I'm looking at you sideways. That was pretty cut and dry. Ooh, a little bit of a long one. Actually, let me see what these other two. Are these two a little bit long? I'll do this one first. Refusing to continue to babysit my niece and nephew. My husband. Oh, wait, what? Hold on, what? My husband, 35 female. Excuse me. My 35 female. Okay, I think she meant me, 35 female, husband, Dustin, 42 male. Why am I getting names? And I have 3 kids, 7, 5, 8 months. My brother Chris, 37. My sister-in-law Rachel, 2 kids, 4 female, 2 male. I taken an extended maternity after the most recent delivery due to some complications, and I won't be back at work until after the new year. My husband went a little one was 4 months. Chris and Rachel came to my husband. I was about 2 months ago saying their daycare could no longer keep them as a center, was closing unexpectedly, and they were in a bind asking if I could watch their kids while they worked. I told them I would be willing to as long as it was temporary and not long term. Both assured me they were seeking out a new center that could take them both. Both are appreciative of our help, and as they were told on a Wednesday, the center's last day of operation will be a Friday. The first few weeks were fine, but it's been longer and longer. My husband and I are starting to doubt they're actually looking for a new center. They've never offered to pay me for watching the kids, but I never asked either. I don't think you should get paid. Until this past weekend, we took all our kids to a park and I spoke to my brother about whether or not they had found a new daycare. There weren't spaces for the kids yet, and then wait listed. I told him I completely understood. I kept reminding the kids were supposed to be temporary. It would start pairing me. He called me outrageous. He's a little bit of a piece of shit. But we'll continue. I try to explain how much more money my husband and I were spending having them in our house 5 days a week for still being on leave. My baby's 8 months old. At this point, what the fuck? What a sly comment. At this point, I told him I will no longer be watching the kids, not bring them Monday. Chris and Rachel blasted Dustin and I on social media. On social media? What the fuck? What kind of weird crap is going on here? When my mom reached out and I explained she's now on mine and Dustin's side, Rachel's sister, and my brother have continued to text Dustin and I about what selfish assholes we are for not helping them out in their time of need. I really having a hard time wrapping hands. What the fuck? You're not how? You know what I don't understand? Typing something out, reading it back to look for errors, and reading it and thinking, you know what? Am I an asshole for this? I might be an asshole for this. What kind of delusional family do you have? First of all, you're doing somebody a favor. Let's not get it twisted. I'm doing you a favor. These are not my kids at the end of the day. I don't care if you're my cousin. I don't care if you're my brother. I don't care if you're my daughter. I'm not watching your kids for an extended period of time, especially when I'm old as shit and I have my own kids and I have my own problems and I'm just getting out of pregnancy. Sheesh. Ain't nothing worse than pregnancy than getting kicked in the balls for real. Like, top two. I'm joking. But all right. You're not an asshole. Your family's a gigantic piece of shit. Why is he posting this on social media? You're 37. You're 37. You weirdo. They're not and he called you lazy for still being in the crib? This is crazy to me. I swear to God, if I called my sister lazy after she just got out of pregnancy, she would punch me in the fucking face. She would bite my arm off. She would fight me physically. No way I'm saying that, and I'm gonna post and act like I'm no. I'm in shock right now. I'm dead ass in shock. I'm in shock. No fucking shot. No shot. No shot. No shot. Your family's a bunch of pieces of shits. Holy crap. They're taking advantage of you. Yeah, not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. And you were only asking for 100 a week. 100 a week for baby care? What the fuck? This just pissed me off. That just pissed me off. Alright. My asshole for not letting my maid of honor choose her dress. My asshole for not letting my maid of honor choose her dress. Alright, this is a little bit... I'm not doing this one. I don't know shit about weddings, so let's just skip this one. Now, our final one. Am I the asshole for getting upset I can't visit when my grandchild is born? No, it doesn't seem like you're an asshole. I'm in my late 50s. I got 2 kids. Oldest daughter's about to give birth to her second child next month. Their father and I divorced 18 years ago. Super young bride. Did my best to raise my kids, but my husband was 12 years older than me, and I was an alcoholic. Eventually, I had to go live my life on my own. I ended up moving to Sedona, getting into a spiritual community. We lived in New York. My daughter was 20, my son was 17 when I left. They were both off to college. I try to visit twice a year, spend time with my kids, and I'm off lower income, so I usually stay with my daughter. I was hoping to stay for the month next month, but she strictly doesn't want me coming for the birth of her son. She said I abandoned them. You did abandon them, and that I don't just get to show up for the good moments. She told me I can come in January if I want, but I'll need to get a hotel room. I'm a little hurt because I really try to be helpful. I clean and cook and I babysit so her husband can go out. I know I live far away. I'm not the first one to live in the same state. I make sure to visit at least to save up a significant amount to do it. I did get a bit upset on the phone. I told her I wish. She told me she was holding resentments earlier. She told me she didn't have a home to stay in during college break because she just disappeared. We hung up angrily. First of all, you are the asshole. You abandoned your kids. That's fact. It doesn't matter if your son's 30 and your daughter's 30. You got to give them somewhere to live. I'm sorry. I just moved away when when my son was 17 years old, and they're in college. They were in college when you kicked. First of all, don't leave until they have jobs. College, you're a fucking gigantic asshole. Let's see. Yep. Alright. A lot of things were around me. Okay. Bet. Oh, pretty good episode of You're Not the Asshole. Okay, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Go ahead and like the video if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video. Comment anything. Let me know what you guys want. If you want a certain specific video, comment it. Let me know. Um, yeah, that'll be all. Thank you very much. Peace.